CPS took my neighbor's kids last week. Here's what I wish she knew beforehand. She had no clue what her rights were and completely panicked. That's exactly what you can't do. The difference between keeping your kids and losing them comes down to being prepared. There's this book, Stay Calm, CPS is Coming, that breaks down everything you need to know. Education isn't just power, it's protection. Grab it on Amazon or check cpsbreakingnews.com. Don't wait until it's your door they're knocking on.
We live in a land paid for by blood, a country that was built up from sticks and mud.
Our courts are contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem.
They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again. CPS comes along with the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks, paid for by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who is still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again.
I'm, just your average parent trying to do right by my kids. Never thought I'd have to, deal with something like this. It was a regular Tuesday afternoon. The kids' toys were scattered everywhere. Then there was a knock at the door. My heart sank when I saw who it was.
Hello, I'm from Child Protective Services. We've received a report and need to inspect your home.
I didn't know what to do. They wanted to come in, look around, talk to my kids. My hands were shaking. I felt like I was doing something wrong even though I knew I wasn't. But then, I remembered something I'd read online about knowing your rights. I took a deep breath and said, "I'm sorry, but unless you have a warrant, I can't let you in." The CPS worker looked surprised. They weren't used to parents knowing their rights. It wasn't easy, but I stood my ground. I protected my family's privacy that day. Remember, when CPS knocks, know your rights. It can make all the difference.
Our ancestors crossed 1,000 miles over the ocean, leaving behind a past that was negative emotion. They first sighted land. Brenda used to walk these streets with pride. her husband Chris, a patriot by her side. But the weight of the world came crashing down when the government tried to take the ground. They stole Chris away, said he was a threat, left Brenda alone with words of regret. CPS came knocking, took her children too, but Brenda stood tall like the sky so blue. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. She's been trampled on, but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest nights, she'll pull through. Every day she fights for what's been lost, pays the price, bears the cost. Whispers of hope through a podcast wave, telling her story, she'll be brave. In the heartland, they know her name, her struggle, her passion, her undying flame. She dreams of a day she'll hold them tight, Chris and the kids in the morning light. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. She's been trampled on, but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest nights, she'll pull through.
Oh, hey everybody. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Oh, isn't that cute? I love that picture. That was in New Hampshire when we were staying with my oldest son. He was going through medical school at Dartmouth, and yeah, that's right in Lebanon, New Hampshire. Good memories from New Hampshire. Oops, I gotta turn this down. I got the live going up over here. And also, I'm thankful that I see so many hearts of love coming up from Facts. Were you on the Facts Over Lives? Were you on the show when I was telling you that I used to have a nonprofit where we also raised money for feeding Americans for a change, and it was called Facts, Feed America for a Change Today. I mean, we should redo this of this nonprofit and get it back going, because I mean, there's people that shouldn't be starving out there. I mean, there's plenty of food in this country, and Americans shouldn't be going hungry. And if they need help, we should be there for them. Hi, Brenda. I saw Danielle on the show with Tip and Darren. What? Nobody's telling me about this. Huh. You know, I have no idea what these guys are doing, but I guess I wasn't invited. I wasn't working. I was working, though, so I couldn't have joined, but I didn't see no damn invite. Danielle might be joining in a minute. She's making some food. And so how y'all been doing? John, you're the one in Canada. Is that correct? I mean, what's going on with the air quality out there? Canada, you're talking about Boston, you're talking about New York. The air quality is so messed up from these fires. So that's also what's going on. Anything going on in the news that's exciting anybody today? I mean, it's a lot of times we gotta just take a break from it. So damn too much excitement going on. Let's see what I can come up with here. But I mean, geez Louise. I was thinking about, Chris Brayton too. Been praying for her and Debbie in regards to John, Chris Brayton's son, and I'm trying to send out some invites from some people I haven't seen for a while. Like, whatever happened to Priscilla? Haven't heard from her. Classic Mom. I heard things were going good for her, but I didn't even realize that. I think Classic Mom got her kids back, and she didn't even let me know on the show or through text. I was like, what? I was just texting her the other day. She didn't tell me. I wasn't under the impression that she had her kids. Maybe she didn't want to prematurely tell me or anything like that until she knew it was going to happen. So, what's going on with Trump, y'all? I'm kind of encouraged to thinking that, I had some messages going back and forth, and I hope that Trump sees them in regards to my whole situation, with my kids, my husband, because I can tell you that there are laws being broken across this country when they're taking families and just ripping them apart. Hey, they're my family now. They don't even leave the kids together, the siblings. I'm like, it's so completely ridiculous. So, in hopes that maybe one day my children that are missing might see, that's why I really like to get up and do my show to see if they do have some type of access to the internet, that they might see me and reach out, because we've been wanting to speak with our children, and we just have no way of knowing where they are. So, the Toronto area. Okay. Right. So let me see. It's not much smoke except for my smoking, right? Yeah, I mean, I like to smoke it up if I got it too. Had quite an exciting day. I was thinking of going to see Chris, but that's not going to work out for the weekend because I can't get the day off I would like. But yeah, I'll remember that next time somebody asks me, "Oh, Brenda, can you take my shift?" No, because you didn't take mine. What about that? Um, am I right? So the other day, what was it, yesterday or so? I was pulling out some of the stuff that has to do with, my case. I have a case that is still troubling to me because I think I need to take action on this, seeing that, um, Dixie County, the same county that took my children, then kept arresting us like for every time we turned around. We were first arrested, first time in our life in 2016, and over a little bit of weed. And then all of a sudden, that constitutes them taking my kids. That's right, people, over a little bit of weed. I'm sorry, I like to smoke my Mother Nature. And I don't think, because I like to do that, and now I have a prescription for it, and it's become legal in so many different states, medically and what I say, recreational. So, does that mean we can have our kids back now? That's what I was just wondering. So, yeah. Hopefully, you don't think that I forgot about my kids, because I'm not going to give up. I'm never going to give up. So, yeah, this was some type of weird. And I have this whole notebook over here. Look at this, because I got receipts in here of all the cost and hardship that I went through because of a false arrest that they did on me. I think it was June 26th of last year. And it just shows the corruption that's going on there. If you're going to take Joe Blow from Kokomo around the corner from the house where I used to live and somehow get him to initiate a whole false story about me saying I had a gun in my vehicle, well, I can tell you. And this, more money, more money. That's all that worries them, is more money. Let me read you. They had this arrest warrant for me. And this is when my husband was sitting in Dixie County on this stupid charge about the cartoon. But this cartoon is a role playing game. It was a live virtual game. Okay, it had nothing to do with a reality. But somehow this judge, the same judge that took my children, is threatened by it, and they keep trying to arrest me and Chris. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why they want to keep us on lockdown, keep our mouth shut. What is it? Because I know that it's against the law to be taking and ripping these children away from their biological families, and they think we're just going to roll over and die, because that's really much what they want us to do. They're just hoping we forget about it because they done lost our children probably. Okay, sorry, let me keep up with the comments. What's going on here? I've got to roll and scroll. Okay. Jaden Spicer, 10-year-old missing. Wow. Wow. And that's in Kentucky. Oh, wow. We lived in Kentucky for about a year. I really enjoyed my time in Kentucky. It was when the children were pretty young. The youngest two were about 2 and 4 at that time. I mean, we had a great time up there. Only lived there a year, though, and then I moved back to Ohio. I went back to Ohio. My family was gone. There was no downtown, and there was nobody home. Didn't have time. Well, Chris Braden, yay. I was just talking about you earlier. And because I know she's going through a rough time, rough patch within the case. And I think things are going to look up for you, Chris, though. I went over that message again that they sent to you. They want to start having Zoom visits with Chris and her son. And I believe Debbie is going to be part of that too. Chris, your mom. Are you guys going to do visits together? I think your mom should have visits by herself, and maybe sometimes you guys can do it together. And the more the merrier. The more visits possible. Multiple officers shot in Chicopee, Virginia. Breaking news in Illinois. Is that Illinois? Wait, breaking news. I'll let you know more in a few. They're going to the scene now. I see. Chris says my lawyer was not happy with the Zoom call for 30 minutes to see my son. So those 30 minutes are going to be spread out throughout the week. Is that correct? That's how I'm taking it. But like I say, maybe we can look at the bright side and say, okay, well, this is a step up from not seeing your son at all. And then hopefully you, like they say, well, isn't school starting now? So I think there should be some arrangements going on to see him directly, right? So how is that going to work, Chris? Are they going to bring your son to you, or do you have to go to where he's being placed? It seems like they should have a neutral location, maybe, so one person doesn't have to drive so far. And again, through this, I don't know what you want to call it, but I know in my case, after my rights were terminated, okay, it was this interstate compact placement, and that's when my children were supposed to go to the next of kin, which would have been my son, who was approved and certified to take placement of my 2 youngest children. But the people that are handling that ICPC, which what they call it, also work for the Department of Children and Families. So it's not like it's not, it's difficult that you're not having much of a chance, to fight it. They ended up giving my kids to strangers, from different cultures. And God knows if that was even legal, because I don't know if the people that they were placed with, if they were legal. Haitian, I should have sent a link to my show to my my friends over there on Telegram. I should have sent a link to my show on Telegram. Okay, so let's see, Chris. Let me see. My lord is not happy. Okay, it's not a good idea to do a Zoom call for my son. He is a 5-year-old, and maybe a good idea when he got older, right? Because kids' attention spans um is not going to be good. For one thing, he's 5 years old. Okay, he's not going to sit still for this visit. He wants to see his mom and hug her, and that's what he understands. He wants that familiar contact, physical contact with you, and that's what he really needs, especially being the young age he is. I think that's very important. When I did have my visit, it was at my house. Okay. And I think I still need to be at my house. I think so. I think so. That would be great. He would be all excited. Oh, he gets to go home. Gets all his stuff there. I mean, I was taking, like, when I went to visits to see my kids when I was still able to do so. This was like a year into the case plan, and I mean, well, I don't know. It was disappointing that but I mean, I thought it was great. I'd bring them, their favorite things from home, toys and such. There was a few things I just let them take them with them. There's some things I didn't, because I know my daughter reported that some of her favorite toys and things just went and disappeared. I don't know if they're moving them from place to place and it gets lost. I mean, she has her favorite pillow that she liked to sleep with that was fluffy and fuzzy, and she even had a name for it, and she didn't know what happened to that. So no, I'm not going to give my son his treasure box. I'm sorry. If that's what I told my son. If you want your treasure box, make sure you say the right things, and maybe they'll let you come home. Or you can, I'll bring it to your visits and you can play with it then. Look through your treasure box. He's got all types of coins in there. I still have it. And I save on to these things for the kids that were very important to them as they were growing up. Alabama brought back the death penalty and banned that once banned in 2008. 12 under abuse of a child. 12 and under abuse of a child. 12 and under. It should, that number, like we were talking about on facts, that needs to be up higher. Okay, that needs to be, I'd say, up to at least 16, at least. After the Bibb County mayor bust of a major bust that tortured kids in the bunker. Yeah, did anybody hear about that? I mean, wow. That's just something else that went on with that. Am I right? God dang, that just leaves you speechless right there. There could be such sick evil in this country. And then if people like CPS allow this stuff to happen, and somehow that's okay with them. As long as they're picking up a check, I guess they're okay with anything. Doesn't make so much sense to me. And again, I believe in the power of prayer, and just try to keep up with Joneses. Keep studying your paperwork for your cases. I mean, thoroughly go over it over and over again. It's been what is it, 8 years? It's been over 8 years for me, and I still go through my paperwork, and I still find things that I think will be able to prove fraud within my case. Okay, it's complete fraud. I think all y'all have fraud within your case, and I just can't believe that this is something that has been going on since like the 1900s. I mean, this is nothing new, guys, but we've got some new blood in here, and we're ready to fight the fight that we need to and expose these crimes for what they are. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? We're not going to sit back and roll over. I mean, this is what we're here for. We're here to educate you. If CPS comes to your door, dudes, you don't have to answer, and you don't have to answer their questions. You don't have to give them your kids. I guess, Herbert, he was trying to call me earlier. Now, where is he? Let me see. Herbert from the show. He was calling me when I was at work. Let me see if I can get through to him. Death penalty in Alabama. Okay, yeah, we've seen that. So that shows Cash Patel on that. Is that anything good that we might want to show? Facts, if you want me to show something, go ahead and send it in. I think Danielle will be here in a little bit, and then maybe she might throw up some links if you want to. What do I got going on TikTok, y'all? Let me see. Let me see what I got going on TikTok. Oh, this was a pretty good one I did. I've been trying to keep it plugged in, but I'm going to turn it off for a minute, off the charger, and I'm going to turn it way down so you guys can see. And yeah, Allie Carter did a live yesterday, y'all, and I mean, I think it went off pretty good for them. The thing is that, she's been through hell and back, okay? And she knows the guilty ones and stuff. That's why I did a little video on this. Let me see if I can. I don't know. I don't remember putting this music to it. But here it is. It shows the guilty ones, okay? Did I stop it somehow? I think I stopped it. Sorry. These are... it says all the guilty ones. Police, CPS, guilty, teachers even guilty. Everyone is guilty. Okay, that's the beginning of it there. That's even Steven Tyler. There's Obama and his wife, and there's that basketball player, and there's Biden. So they're also saying John Travolta, Playboy Mansion, Psychic Shop, guilty. Child Protection Services. So that's what we got going on, and I think that was a good thing that they did a little beginning to their show. They're saying even garbage men are part of this, stealing kids and abducting children. I mean, it seems like you can throw anybody some money, because that's what they do with some of these people on the streets that are burning these cars up in California and doing this over there in Florida. They actually pay the people to go out and cause trouble like this. And when they're not getting money to do it, you don't see any riots in the streets. It's ridiculous. Let me see what else I got going on with my TikTok. Well, this was a fun little thing I did here. Wait, let me turn it up. I just love that song. Sorry, guys. Love it. This was interesting. Something I posted about a week ago, actually, I think.
Tied to the January 6th insurrection. 8 on your side, investigator Walt Buteau joins us from Tampa News Center. Walt?
Stacey, 63 months for Robert Palmer, about 5 years. He threw a fire extinguisher, a board, and a spear-like pole at officers. Today, a federal judge threw the book at him. Video of the January assault on the Capitol implicates Largo's Robert Palmer more than once. At one point, the 54-year-old tells the camera who he is, where he's from, and that he'd been there all day. Palmer was also recorded throwing a wooden plank at Capitol Police and then spraying a fire extinguisher at officers shortly before throwing it at them. Moments later, surveillance video shows Palmer picking up the same fire extinguisher and throwing it at officers again, and he was also seen throwing a pole like a spear at them. In court in Washington, Palmer tearfully said he was, quote, really ashamed of what he did. But Judge Tanya Chutkin told Palmer pictures and videos show him watching the assault from above right before he decided to join in. She also said the officers were the true patriots that day, vastly outnumbered, and not knowing whether they would go home to see their children that night. In sentencing Palmer to 5 years and 3 months, Judge Chutkin said, it has to be made clear that what happened cannot happen again. There have been 703 arrests from the siege, according to the George Washington University Program on Extremism. Florida leads the nation with 75 arrested. 20, almost a third of the state's total, are from the Bay Area.
Wow.
Palmer is one of 151 from the nation's total who have pleaded guilty. This is video of the FBI approaching the Tampa home of heavily decorated former Green Beret Jeremy Brown. Brown, who was featured on a Special Forces poster when he was younger, is the only accused Bay Area insurrectionist to agree to an interview so far. He spoke exclusively to 8 on Your Side from the Pinellas County Jail, telling me he will never plead guilty.
I'm not accepting any plea deals. My purpose is to bring attention to the fact that the FBI tried to infiltrate a law-abiding group of American citizens.
The sentence of anyone tied to the January 6th insurrection.
So that's pretty interesting. Did you hear the numbers that came out of Florida on that one? And what do you think? Do you think that guy deserves 5 years? I don't think so. I mean, did anybody die? No, I don't think so. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But this is what I mean, okay, I better not say no more. Because, I mean, I'm bound by this fear I have of being arrested because that's all they do in Florida. Okay, even when I'm living in Louisiana, they still want to freaking arrest me. I can't even go on vacation to go see some friends without being arrested. I can't go through Dixie County without being arrested. That's what it seems to me. Okay? 10-minute video. They are not pulling tubes on my son's ears. They're not putting the tubes in your son's ears? I sent you the death penalty article. Okay, I got you. It was 3 hours at my house. 3 hours. Now, that's a nice visit. I mean, the most we ever got was 2, and that just seemed like it went by so quickly. And it's always so sad when you have to leave, and the kids are crying, and what are you going to do? I mean, one time the kids were crying. I was crying because it was just so emotional. That was after they took Chris's visits away. And Chris's visits, and my daughter said Miss Marilyn was tell her not to talk about Dad or she would be in trouble. She can't talk about her dad? Why not? Her dad didn't do anything wrong. Her dad took the fall for a little bit of marijuana, which he didn't even have anything to do with, and thought he'd sit in jail so the kids could come back home. But it seems like they've had a problem with my husband's entertainment on YouTube for a number of years. So why was the real reason they took the kids? Was it over the marijuana, or was it because they didn't like my husband's videos? Freedom of entertainment, freedom of speech under entertainment. I did a live with my mom on TikTok to tell my story. Oh, well, Chris, you could, wow. How long was your live? How did it go? I got to start doing lives on TikTok then. But I'm always afraid I'm going to lose my TikTok platform because God forbid if I can do anything without them taking it down. Oh, and just to let y'all know, let me see. I'm going to show you I wonder if there's a way. I don't know why they do that little thing on top, but look at. I don't know. You can't read it backwards, but it says I need my kids back. So it's spelled. If I should send. Well, if anybody wants it, can't find it, just let me know. It's INITA, my my kids is KIDZ, and then all one word KIDZBACK. I need my kids back. Ain't I clever? Ain't I clever? Okay, so let me see. I have seen this even after it happened too. I did live with my mom. Oh, it did alive. Okay. Sorry, I'm going backwards. I think more. That is a violation of parental rights given from God, right? The God-given right to parent your child. Well, I'm thinking about it, though, before we go to that video that Facts Over Lies is going to say, because wow, yeah. I want to get into that in a minute, but I wanted to tell you about this arrest warrant they put out me on June 23rd of 2024. Complete lies. Brenda, it says a warrant for my arrest, saying that I have been convicted of a felony. They want to keep throwing this up on my face. Because why was I convicted of a felony? For trying to rescue my daughter out of deplorable conditions, which I had the right to do. Okay? That it doesn't matter if you're a parent, if you're a biological parent, if you're a foster parent, or whatever you are. If you see a child being abused, you have the right to get her out of that situation. And also I had that them other papers around too today. And I might get into that a little bit, because it shows some of the statutes and whatnot on that. It says that it's been, or having been found guilty of an offense that is a felon in another state, territory, or country, which is punishable by imprisonment. Okay, because it's saying, it's weird the way they were reading in here. It doesn't say, it just says, okay, here it finally says that I had in custody actual or control over a firearm, ammunition, or electric weapon or device, contrary to Florida State Statute 790.23, 1, second degree felony. Somebody lied and said I had a gun. They had no proof. I haven't owned a gun. I never owned a gun. Never even shot a gun. So now everybody knows. Brenda can't protect herself. Don't worry. I got my fists and my elbows and my feet. That's all I need. Boom, boom, boom. I get it right in the jugular. Okay, I know how to fight. Okay, Mr. Demeter Thomas reiterated that Brenda learned that law enforcement was responding to the. Wait. Oh, I think I'm missing a page, y'all. Oh, well. But it's just, I just wanted to tell you about it, because somebody can come up and just tell a whole story. And this so much, I'm thinking this Thomas Demeter guy, I wouldn't put it past him that he works for CPS, because they make up stories as well. They make up stories to fit their agenda, which is locking our families away from each other. Okay, Facts Over Lives, I forgot. I need to, damn, I'm running low on charge, but I'm going to see if I can plug this in and see if we can get this thing about the death penalty going here. And let me see if I can get some more slack, because I got it on the long cord here. So anybody else got anything going on, or what? Hopefully Danielle's going to come and be a part or end my show if she's not coming in. Danielle, what's happening? Are you there? Okay, so What else? Okay, I just wanted to show you one more thing that I did on TikTok. Let's look at this.
Texas, how many more seats do you want the Republicans to draw? 5. This is an authoritarian move by the White House to try to make sure that they can win the midterm elections in 2026.
Okay, so I just wanted to say, Eric Holder from Obama's administration, he was the AG in Obama's administration, has something to say about election fraud or anything to do with that. When he put this false bulletin on us, that's Eric Holder. Well, that's not Eric
What about
Holder, but-
us? What about us? Here we are, Trump. We're waiting for our turn because we've been patiently waiting.
We're patiently
we want our
waiting because
families
they're
home.
putting these false threat tags on us as parents, also taking our rights to parent our children away. And The Rock flexes his guns at cop stop. Brenda, you should see this short of it. Dwayne Johnson gets pulled over and teases police about having guns. Entertainment Tonight. Really, Entertainment Tonight. Dwayne Johnson. Huh. And he tases police about having guns. Am I right about that? Rock flexes his guns at cops. I mean, is he flexing his guns like these guns or boom boom these guns? Let me know, y'all. Okay, let me see. I wanted to see what we got going on with this person that got the death penalty. Let me see if it's right here. When you're lost and alone and you're sinking like a stone, carry on. Carry on, carry on. I love that. Fun. Whatever happened to fun? With a period. There was a band, and in reality, what happened to fun? Because it's no fun without our kids, guys. It's a living hell. Okay, let me see, Kimberly. Let me see. I wanted to see if this was the. I guess he's getting some type of an apology. What was that? Oh, maybe you put it to my text. Is that possible? Okay, here it is. Right here. That's right. That's where I've seen it. Okay, here we go. We're going to check this
State
out.
lawmakers want people convicted of sexually assaulting children to face the death penalty.
America, we need to talk about one of the most horrific cases that I have personally ever covered up until this date. Remember that underground bunker in Alabama where at least 10 children as young as 3 years old were sexually blanked and blanked? Well, Alabama lawmakers just announced that they're filing legislation to make child blank punishable by death. But here's the problem. The Supreme Court banned this in 2008, saying that they can only get the death penalty for crimes involving loss of life. Alabama's Attorney General says that they're going to fight that ruling all the way back to the Supreme Court.
It is one of the worst offenses. It deserves the worst of the worst punishments.
That punishment, the death penalty for those convicted of sexually abusing a child under the age of 12.
What is up, guys? Tyson De La Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. This case has shaken Alabama to its core, and honestly, it should shake all of America. It shook me when I was reporting it to you guys. When you hear the details of what happened in this bunker, you'll understand why lawmakers want to make this the ultimate punishment. If you haven't checked out that video, go ahead and click the link here somewhere on this video after this video to check out that video. Unfortunately, YouTube demonetized that particular video because they don't like particular words and situations about children and stuff that happens when you're on the freeway and there's a lot of cars and it's called traffic. And they don't like those two words together. But this message has to get out to the public. Let me give you a little reminder of what we're dealing with here. In Bibb County, Alabama, authorities uncovered a blank trafficking ring operating out of an underground storm shelter. Basically a bunker where the most unthinkable crimes are being committed against kids. 7 people have been arrested so far with more charges expected. The victims range from anywhere from 3 years old to 15 years old. I want you to think about this for a second. 3 years old being blank, abused, and when there's a lot of cars on the freeway and it's called traffic, in an underground bunker. This is sick.
7 people are charged with crimes involving children as young as 3, including human trafficking and sexual torture.
10 children have been identified as victims so far, and 7 adults are behind bars.
The charges include rape, human trafficking, blank torture, and kidnapping. Some of the victims were abused by their own parents and relatives. This wasn't just some random PDFs. This was an organized, systematic abuse of kids by people who were supposed to protect them.
Some of the victims, the offenders, were their parents and different relatives and things like that.
And get this, what makes this even more disturbing is that most of these suspects had no serious criminal history before this. Rebecca Brewer was charged with 8 counts of human trafficking and kidnapping and 3 counts of blank torture, but had no prior criminal records. These weren't career criminals. They were monsters hiding in plain sight. The horror of this case have prompted Alabama lawmakers to take unprecedented action. State Representative Matt Simpson and Senator April Weaver announced that they're filing legislation in the next session to make child blank punishable by death.
Simpson, along with Senator April Weaver, say they plan to refile a bill that would call for the death penalty, capital punishment, and cases involving children younger than 12 years old.
Speaking of protecting children from PDFs, let's talk about something that hits way too close to home. While we're fighting for justice in Alabama, PDFs are using the internet right now to hunt down children online. They're tracking kids' digital footprints, monitoring their social media activity, and using their personal data to identify and target victims. This is exactly why I use CyberGhost VPN to protect my digital privacy. And here's why every parent needs to understand this threat. Look, the same monsters who commit these horrific crimes in real life are also operating online. They're using sophisticated tracking methods to identify vulnerable kids, monitor their online behavior, and build profiles for potentially trafficking. When your kids go online without protection, PDFs can see their real location, track their browse history, and access their personal information. Ghost VPN creates an encrypted tunnel that hides your family's internet activity from PDFs, hackers, and data brokers. With over 38 million users worldwide and servers in over 100 countries, it's trusted by families who take their children's safety seriously. One subscription protects up to 7 devices, your kids' phones, tablets, laptops, and gaming systems. This means PDFs can't track your children's locations, monitor their online activity, or access their personal data to use against them. Right now, CyberGhost VPN is offering my audience the best deal ever.
Okay.
Just $2.19 plus 4 months free. That's 83% off with a 40.
Let me see. So here we go.
Really close to home.
Most people assume that it couldn't happen in their backyard, but as someone who has deep roots in Bibb County and someone who represents Bibb County in the Alabama Senate, I just want you to know that these events have hit really, really close to home.
Representative Simpson also didn't mince any words. It's unfortunate that we're here to discuss these blank of children and the penalties of rape, because this is one of the worst offenses. It deserves the worst criminal punishment.
It is unfortunate that we are here to discuss the rape of children and the penalties for the rape of children. Because it is one of the worst offenses, it deserves the worst of the worst punishment.
And here's where it gets legally complicated. In 2008, the Supreme Court ruled in Kennedy v. Louisiana that the death penalty can only be imposed for crimes that result in death of a victim. This effectively banned capital punishment for children rape cases. But Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall says his office is ready to fight.
We'll make sure that we are defending this law as we've done many others that the legislature has
Steve
passed,
Marshall.
to be able to send a clear message about not only the intent of the legislature in protecting kids, but the public policy in our state is how we hold those who hurt our children accountable.
Alabama isn't alone in this fight. According to Representative Simpson, 5 other states passed similar laws: Tennessee, Florida, Idaho, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. There's a growing movement to challenge the Supreme Court's 2008 ruling.
According to Representative Simpson, 5 other states have passed similar laws: Tennessee, Florida, Idaho, Oklahoma, and Arkansas.
The lawmakers believe that this bill will pass quickly in Alabama. Senator Weaver said, "We believe that this bill will move quickly, not quick enough though. The support is there. They just need to get it through the legislative process." Bibb County Sheriff Jody Wade, who's leading the investigation, believes that the death penalty could serve as a powerful deterrent.
When you enhance the DUI penalties, a lot of people decided, well, I'm not driving drunk because I don't want to do this. I got CDLs, I'm not going to do this. So I think any kind of punishment is absolutely a deterrent, but it's good to have it there when it does not deter people.
Sheriff Wade also pointed out this isn't unique to Bibb County.
It's not unique to Bibb County. This type of thing goes on in a lot of other places, and there's a lot of law enforcement officers that work cases sometimes just as horrific as this.
The goal isn't just punishment here, it's prevention. One of the lawmakers put it, we hope that nobody is subjected to this penalty, because that means that no one will have hurt a child in this way. This case represents something much bigger in Alabama. We're seeing a nationwide reckoning on how we handle the worst crimes against children. The fact that 5 other states have passed similar laws shows this isn't a Southern thing. This is America saying enough is enough. The suspects in the Bibb County case won't be affected by this new law if it passes. It won't be retroactive, but future cases would see the ultimate punishment if Alabama succeeds to challenge the Supreme Court ruling. What's encouraging is the bipartisan support that this is getting. When we're talking about protecting children from blank abusers, politics goes out the window. Both Republicans and Democrats can agree that some crimes are so horrendous they deserve the ultimate punishment. The defense team for one of the Bibb County suspects has already filed a motion to restrict media coverage, trying to limit exposure to prejudicial information. They know how horrific this case is, and they're trying to control the narrative. America, this Alabama case should be a wake-up call in every state and every county. When children as young as 3 years old are being blank abused and trafficked in an underground bunker, we need to ask ourselves if the current punishments are adequate. The death penalty for child rape isn't just about revenge. It's about justice and deterrence. Some crimes are so evil, so destructive to innocent lives, that life in prison just isn't enough. When you destroy a child's innocence through blank abuse, you committed a crime that deserves the ultimate punishment. Alabama lawmakers are showing real courage by taking on the Supreme Court's 2008 ruling. With 5 other states passing similar laws, their momentum is building for a challenge that could restore the death penalty for the worst crimes against children. The monsters who committed these crimes in Bibb County will face justice under the current law, but future PDFs need to know that if they harm children, they could pay with their lives. And to be honest, that's not cruel and unusual punishment. To me, that's the appropriate justice for these cruelest crimes. Real quick before you leave, that CyberGhost VPN deal is about protecting your children from online PDFs. While we're fighting for justice in Alabama, PDFs are now hunting kids on the internet.
Well, in my case, I don't really have any kids to worry about with what he's talking about there, with the cyber ghost. But I mean, that's good information to have for any of you out there that might need that info. But you know, I'm in total agreement with this, and that's something that Trump said as well. I mean, sexual assault to a child, pedophilia, whatever you want, any type of thing like that towards a minor, and I think it should be a lot higher age. But yes, I am in total agreement with that punishment. What about y'all? You agree? You agree? And you're right, John. Thou shalt not kill is one of the laws of Christ. You're breaking the commandments. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. I mean, need I go on? Don't. Oh, you say don't give them the easy way out. Yeah. What about a long torturous? How about a torturous death? Slow. Would you be in agreement to that, John? Yeah, I'm in agreement to that too. Don't let them don't let them off easy. Let them suffer like all the people that had to suffer that sat in jail for years and months and months and years that didn't even do anything wrong. What about those people? How are they going to get their lives back? How are the kids going to get their lives back after it was ripped away from their family? You're never going to be able to replace that. Okay, so maybe a long torturous death would be too. They used to do that type of thing, and I mean, I'd like to. What about the Braveheart thing? I mean, wow, somebody standing up for their things. I mean, freedom. He never faltered in the Braveheart, right? Till they stretched him and wanted to stretch his whole body apart. He's freaking yelling out freedom. They don't want him to say it. Well, it's a part of reality. Our freedoms have been trampled on. Our freedoms to parent our children, and that's the gist of it, guys. What was this other thing I had here? Well, when I found out about some things when I was in Charlotte County Jail after I tried to help my daughter out of abusive foster placement, which I still have to this day the proof. Okay, the proof of this. But they're saying this stuff that I got off of the law library in Charlotte County Jail before I was sent to prison. Adopted family selections placement must be made consistent with the best interests of the children, must include one, current and projected future needs of the child, consideration of the birth family's medical and mental health history and strengths, memorandum of agreement to adopt. Law library search regulations, okay? Relative adoptive placement of foster children, 98%. Number 2, 65C, 16, adoptive family selection. Number 3, A, siblings. When considering adoptive placement of a sibling group, considerations must include the fact a sibling relationship is a long-lasting relationship for a child, and placing siblings together whenever possible preserves the family unit. In situations where consideration is being given to separate siblings with adoptive experienced members, must consider the emotional ties each child is likely to experience as a result of the separation. The plus and minus of keeping the children together must be thoroughly explored. Is there minuses to keeping the children together? I can't think of one. And at least one member must be assigned to the role of defending position of placing the children together. Okay, so if it's your caseworker or whoever that is, guardian lion, there's a member of this DCF nightmare that must be assigned to the role of defending the position of placing the children together. In particularly difficult cases, professionals who have expertise in sibling bonding and adoption should be consulted. In particular difficult cases, professionals who have expertise in sibling bonding and adoption should be consulted. I don't know about that one. Okay, number 5. Kinship, cultural values, and traditions are more likely to be passed on to who have a shared history with the extended family. Consideration must be given to the quality of the relationship with the relative seeking to adopt the child. The relative seeking to adopt. And then it breaks it down: permanence, post communications or contact, the willingness and capacity of the prospective adoptive parent to agree with communication or contact. So that's why I'm highlighting that, is to agree with communication or contact. So if say a child is being adopted to another family member, okay, and this what it means here is that they make an agreement whether they're going to have some type of communication with their biological family, with their biological parents. I'm sorry. So chapter 39, Florida state governed proceedings relating to children. Study of children. Case manager or adoption counselor must conduct a study. Birth, family, medical, and social history. A study of children shall include: A, developmental history. Must include birth and health history, early development, child's characteristic way of responding to people, deviations from the normal range of development, and child's prior experience, including significant placements has had prior to existing foster care. B, medical history. C, family history, including Personality traits, special interests and abilities. 8. Children's past and present relationship with family members and significance of these relationships. In my case, even though we had such a bond with the kids had with their older siblings, with their grandma, with their aunts and uncles, and with their parents, siblings, that didn't matter to them. So they're not following the rules that are clearly written, because I got this in the Florida statutes and thing, and this is several pages long. Look at how wonderfully I wrote that. Let me see. Okay, to ensure the permanent placement with a biological or adoptive family is achieved ASAP for every child in foster system, and no child remains in foster care longer than a year. Okay, so Chris and all that are out there, did your child stay in foster placement for longer than a year? To secure for the children custody, care, and discipline as nearly as possible, equivalent to family 39.001 1H Florida State Statute 2015. Disposition on relief 39.811 8 Florida Statute 2015. Example, Bonnie Laro, Harsock versus Bush 180. SD Florida 2001. Florida operation of foster care system failing to fulfill their constitutional and statutory obligation towards safety, stability, and health of the children. Florida Statute 39.001. To make every possible effort if 2 or more children who are in the care of the department are siblings to be placed as siblings in the same home in the event of placement of the siblings. To place them in the same adoptive home, or if the siblings are separated while under supervision of the department or in permanent placement, to keep them in contact with each other. They are not allowing, I put in my 2 cents, Christopher Cameron, he was 14 at the time, and my daughter Sage Cameron, who was 16, to visit post disposition on relief 39.811 8 Florida State Statute 2015, as I said. Continued. I have this marked as L. To provide judicial and other procedures to ensure due process which children, parents, and guardians and other interested parties are assured by fair hearings by a respectful and a respected court and other tribunal and the recognition, protection, and the enforcement of their constitutional and other rights while ensuring that public safety, interest, and authority and dignity of the courts are adequately protected. So, general protections for children. It's the purpose of legislature that the children of the state, like in my case, Florida, be provided with the following: protection from abuse, abandonment, neglect, and exploitation. Okay, and with all these different cases, you see the kid that died in the car because of the DCF, the CPS, or whatever you want to say. That was not protecting the child. Neglect and exploitation. Okay. B, a permanent and stable home. C, a safe and nurturing environment which will preserve the sense of personal dignity and integrity. D, adequate nutrition, shelter, and clothing. My daughter was getting none of that. I can't say that I know if my son had received this because it's been quite some time since I have had contact with him. My daughter too, but I haven't seen my youngest son since a last visit, which was December 14th of 2017. My kids were taken in 2016. By 2017, boom, my visits, my wives were terminated by January of 2018. You might as well say they were terminated in that December because I didn't get to see the kids again. Effective treatment to address. Okay, let me see. Page 6. Continued. Physical, social, and emotional needs regardless of geographic location, etc. 4. Services for medically complex children. Number 9, Office of Adoption and Children Protection. A, the office created within the executive office of the governor. The governor shall appoint a chief child advocate for the office. Did anybody ever check into this? Because I can tell you that governor in Florida hasn't done me any favors at all. Statute 187 SO 3D 1092. Law that says relatives are the placement of choice. DCF and Partnership for Strong Families and its employees there have a duty to show good cause while they have not released the children for relative placement with a certified home study already in place in Louisiana. Motion to review. So I'm putting taking this and putting my own personal information and input into it because I sent this to the appellate court as well as to the Judge Slaughter, who was in the Dixie County Court, who was responsible for that TPR. This motion to review the status of the children, SC and CC progress being made towards permanent adoptive placement. It would be in the best interest of the children to have substantial relationships, seeing the emotional attachment to their natural born brother, family medicine. He's family medicine. He's the MD, as well as the grandparents, aunts, uncles, and 2 other siblings that are also doctors, and their parents. They have a substantial relationship with them. We request now an emergency motion for a rehearing based upon the new evidence in the alternative motion to grant custody to the guardian rights of their sibling who is completed and certified for the adoption in Shreveport, Louisiana. Amendments to Florida Rules of Juvenile Procedure and Florida Rule of Appellate Procedure 9.146 and 213 SO 3D 803 MEM. Let me see. Okay, so that would be Florida 2017. In January 2018, in relation to Dixie County, Florida, termination of parental rights on case number, which is my case number. I have nothing to hide. It's 15-2016 DP 006. The Cameron family versus DCF and Dixie County Sheriff's Department Clerk of Courts. Brenda Cameron and Christopher Cameron files ineffective service of counsel. This was not addressed appropriately by the judge who the above named case has been assigned. That was Bill Blue at the time. Supreme Court, a new rule of procedure for bringing and resolving claims of ineffective or ineffective assistance of counsel on TPR cases. C. Joint report of a select committee of parental rights proceedings and amendments to Florida rules of juvenile procedure and Florida rule of appellate procedure 9.146 number SC 16-553 of Florida, March 31st of 2016. Children's natural mother, Brenda Cameron, will also bring you your honor's attention that DCF, Partnership for Strong Families, Village Counseling Center, and its employees thereof, including Thomas Glaza, in violations of Individuals with Disabilities Act, IDEA, that's IDEA, in regards to SC, date of birth 9/10/2003. 20 USC and State Statute 1400 Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act, and Sections 29 U.S.C. 794, the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, 42 U.S.C. 1232, and sequence 12203, and the Fourth and 14th Amendments to the United States Constitution, Amendments 4. What number is that? That's whatever. 42 USC, which leads to the Second Amendment complaint, SAC. Plaintiff resources limited now because of incarceration status. So, I mean, how am I supposed to do that? See, and anybody can do this as well. I mean, this is done a while back, but see, and then at the end of the thing, you have your proof of service that you certified that you send copies to these individuals, which I did, and then you have it notarized. This was from November 1st of 2019. All right, y'all. Let me see. Let me get caught up with this comments here. They kept my dad in the hospital room until his brain stopped working. That is what should be done with them in jail, right? Yeah, just keep him. Why don't they put him in a pod called the Hood, like they did my husband, who is continually tortured for a cartoon that offended a judge. Put him in the Hood over there in a Bay Correctional Facility where they have no regard for life, human life whatsoever. Don't send them to Sparky. Wait until Sparky comes and gets them naturally. To also see D. That's What's Life, and how he became a vegetative state of living for 10 years until his time came. Wow. It's something else, y'all. I don't know. Is anybody in the back? Because we're getting about to time to wrapping it up. Oh, there you are. So I don't know whatever happened to Danielle. I thought she was going to come in, but I don't see her. Darren, do you? No, Darren's not got nothing to say. But we're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to be back with y'all tomorrow.
Hey Brenda, did you talk about CPSBreakingNews.com?
No, Darren, because you got to do that
Good.
for me.
Ah, yes. So everybody, we have CPSBreakingNews.com. Make sure you guys check that out. It has blogs for your favorite shows like Brenda, bringing back Brenda, and Gunning for CPS, and all of these type things. So we've got the blogs. They'll be starting these blogs this week. Also on there, starting tonight or last night, I've installed a forum on there so everybody can chime in, start your own threads, do whatever you got to do to get the word out about whatever you're trying to get the word out about, or the awareness you're trying to spread, or whatever. Just you just be thankful that you are.
So you're pretty much saying CBSBreakingNews.com, right? And I'm gonna look it up right now and see what happens.
Yeah, here, I'll show you what it looks like right now. Boom.
All right, he's gonna show it too.
Or unless you can do it, you can pull it out of your.
My little phone, but the thing is, I'm pretty much gonna be dying out here in a minute. But y'all can see until if he can fit it up better, and then it shows everybody's different things. So let's see. Welcome to CPS Breaking News. Stay up to date with the latest in CPS for our podcast, youtube.com at Abolish CPS. A company based in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, exploring the depth discussions, expert interviews, and thought-provoking stories. So yeah, and then they have there's a little. I do love that claymation cartoon. It's got that, and then it talks about the different shows. There you go. See, Darren got me to get into it because look at that. It's even got bringing Brenda back right there. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom,
Right?
boom. Totally run live. Yeah, I mean this is it, guys. So make sure. Let me. Did you pull it up there, Brenda? No, you haven't pulled it up for everybody.
Yeah, they could probably see it better if you do it. Or yeah, you do it. You got it? Oh, there's Danielle.
All right, hey Danielle.
Hey, how about the
Sorry it took so long.
She didn't get me that time. She got Darren. Look, he's still trying to recover.
I didn't know if y'all were ending it or what. I didn't know what y'all were doing.
We're just showing the website.
Oh, did you get the sportswear stuff up?
Oh, geez, but I can tell you my
I know the
phone
forum's up in
so
the.
that's why I can't show you anymore.
Brenda, you need to go check the forum out.
Yeah. Oh, me? Check the form out?
The forum on the website.
The
Oh,
website forum?
Yeah.
Website forum.
The website forum on the website.
Oh,
the CPS.
forum. I thought
Yes.
you said form.
Forum.
Look, I have no teeth. I can't talk.
Forum.
Right.
Oh, yes. It's our friend. What's it? Methany? Hello,
You're
Methany.
right.
Hello, my friend Methany.
I gotta show you the little meme I made. Like,
oh my goodness.
Methany from the trailer park.
Thank you, Mr. Derp Derperson. Derper,
Yes.
derper, 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 derper.
I didn't even have oh my god, that was the. I really did think that was Dingledorg. But,
well,
but I mean, usually the haters when they come in, they'll end up coming back and they'll end up being part of the audience. You know, they'll end up being it'll turn into a good thing. You know what I mean? But that one, I don't ever seen that happening.
What?
Like usually when I have trolls come in my lives.
My mom or cop.
Oh.
John wants a Punisher skull mask.
That would be. Do you have one of those, Darren? A skull mask like that? Like a.
What is it?
He wants a Punisher skull mask. That would be cool. John.
John, what do you want to publish your skull mask on? For what?
Well, he likes the symbolism that there should be a mask. Maybe
that'd be cool, like one, like the Call of Duty.
Halloween
show. Yeah, I can do that for you, John. I'll put one up on the. I'll put one up in the shop for you. I'm working on the shop right now.
That'd be cool as shit.
So that's some cool shit.
What kind of stuff's gonna be on there? Like
on the store? On the store?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got an array of I'm just gonna take off from when I first started this stuff. I used to call it First Apparel Wear, and then I called it R4. When I first started, it was OFP, right? OFP.
Yeah. OFP.
Wasn't that what it was? OFP or something like that?
Yeah.
Our Forefathers Apparel or something like that.
Yeah. And that's what it's going to be called again?
To do this. No, you know what? I don't even know what the hell I'm going to really call it. I don't know.
Like, you know what I say? Like, I wish you wouldn't get away from the pack it up thing. Like, I really do like that. The pack it up. Hell, I was even doing something like Operation Pack It Up 2025. Me and Brenda were talking about that. That's a cool, like with the wolves and stuff,
I mean, because truthfully, when I think of pack it up, I'm thinking that's what you want to hear when you're in jail. They're like, Cambron, pack it up.
Well, we're gonna send their ass packing El Salvador when they have to go. For doing when they get to do their time,
Yeah, like
did you pass out on us, Darren?
And, they need to.
Darren.
The death penalty is not good enough.
No.
They gotta be tortured. Anybody that would harm a child
I didn't mean to sneak.
should have a torturous long forbidding death. It shouldn't.
I just slobbered
happen quickly.
all over myself.
Make them suffer, like they
Nothing
made so many others suffer. I mean, they're passing these laws. Come on, if they won't pass the law, we just throw in a little extra.
Yep.
Right.
Sure. Right.
Maybe I can help them. I'll write it out.
But yeah,
Bring back Brenda.
I didn't mean to interrupt y'all. Y'all were about to end the show.
Bring back Brenda, because Brenda is back. Hey, everybody, she's smoking little crack. Bring back Brenda, Brenda's coming back.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're all drug addicts. Here we are. It's 12:38. Do you know where your kids are? We don't. Because we're doing drugs. Fucking asshole guy. Derpity derp.
I can't stand people like that. When they're the ones that are the accusers are usually the ones that are doing it. It's like, go smoke you another one, buddy. Like, Right.
Darren, John said
Yo.
he's going to send you a picture of a skull mask that he has.
Oh, that'd be
Okay.
cool. What do you say? That
Okay,
would be
what does he
nice
want me
for
to,
us
now, what does John want me to do with the skull mask? What am I doing
for
for
this
him?
He's
breaking
looking
news.
for skull masks. Apparently, he already has one.
Oh, okay.
Is it
cool.
is it like
Well,
is he talking about a soft one or a
okay.
hard one? Like the hard.
All right, Danielle, that's enough. Okay.
Look, that did come out wrong.
This is the late night show,
Is it the
okay?
soft one or the hard one? Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Look, I'm done. Done. That was. I know it's only 12. It's only past midnight. Yeah. You know they don't call skin accents. I can't believe I said that. Holy shit! Is it? Y'all know what I mean with the mask. Which, holy shit!
Big
Brenda,
beautiful Bill.
Oh God! Look, that ain't nothing like that, Brenda. What the hell?
Oh, he's writing it down in his book. Look out.
Yeah, you're making in the book, guys. You guys are in the book.
That's one for the books.
I should be
So,
definitely
what I want to know is this: is Brenda, what days this week are you going to be showing?
Okay, so I'm going to be doing
Today,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we're trying to do 10:30 y'all's time.
So, Brenda, we got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Are you just gonna stay on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? And
so today is Wednesday, right? Today is Wednesday.
Today's yeah. Well, it's Thursday
Yeah,
now.
it's Wednesday morning. It's Thursday morning now.
Thursday.
So, all right. And we're doing 10:30. You said.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go later now, Brenda?
Am I?
Are you off at that time? By that time,
Am I wrong about that?
she might. Like, what time do you usually get off though? 'Cause are you gonna have
I
time?
usually
Like,
get out by
'cause you know how sometimes they are.
10:30 your time. So
Oh.
yeah, because I don't get out like that's why I had to. Yeah.
So she gets off of work at 10:30 our time, Daryl. So she would probably have to do 11.
Oh yeah.
Remember, Brenda, we're an hour in front of you.
Sometimes it won't matter, because like
Right.
tomorrow and the next day is not going to matter. Aaron, we're going to have to leave it really up in the air as far as the times go. It's going to be between.
Well, I mean, this is a TV station. We're kind of supposed to have some sort of order.
Right.
You would think.
We can get into the ish zone. We can have an ish, like we can be in the time ish.
We could just put it out there from 10:30 to 11. From 10:30 to 11.
Yeah. Because she can definitely. Yeah, ish.
Danielle, what's your Danielle? What are we looking at for you?
I can still do the 5:30. It has to be 5:30. But until I can do still 5:30 to 7:00. But it'll be because today I had to take bro to the doctor. Thank God. Even though it cost me out the yin yang.
You got hair going right in your eye. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that hurt. But let's do my Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Tuesday,
Yeah, Tuesday.
Wednesday,
Are weekends still going to be opened or what?
Friday. Well, we'll get to that. So what time are you doing that? You doing the
5:30 to 7.
5:30 to 7. All right.
Yeah. Usually I have stuff to talk about, but
And if she's not able to make it, she can always pop on my show.
And then I want to do the start doing that news thing, but I don't know what you're wanting. Because I mean, I could even pull a early morning show like one of those other days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it seemed to do pretty good for people all over the country when you had an early morning show. Danielle in the AM.
Yeah, because I mean, but I forgot that Dingleberry here goes to work at I forgot what time it was, and I did that last show, and we cut into I was having to pause it and wake him up. I was like, get up! But yeah, that was pretty cool. But I mean, apparently that's when people are getting up to. But that could be like a early morning, like a morning wake, like when people are getting ready for work and stuff. They could hear. We could do like a catch up on the morning news or something.
Yeah.
And then he was wanting to do something at noon. right, Darren?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Like
Because we're gonna
something
go back to
with the
doing that. We're gonna
news.
do that.
I
We are
Is
used to
it
gonna
do mornings, but
start
then
investigating that noontime, like a lunch break or
I got damn
something.
tired of that quick.
every time I try to get it at, like, I don't know what it is about noon in this freaking area, but I swear it's like the sun's up brighter and people are just the dogs start barking. It's like that's when everybody's feet hit the floor, I guess. But what about like an early morning, like for like 5:30, like the other day that I did that got derp attention. But no, like a morning, like news, kind of like a morning show for news, like for the show. Did I say that right?
CPS morning breaking news.
Like a flat, like just like a catch up, like just something to keep them, like even if it's just 30 minutes, you know what I mean? Like that's what I was, yeah. Because I had something the other day. I'm gonna see where's that.
Does
Huh?
what day you figure just gonna do random?
Well, I mean, like Mondays. It could be. Oops, there goes my phone. I just dropped it. Sorry. It could be like Mondays or like a Monday morning, or like coming from the weekend into the Monday morning because I don't do nothing.
Right.
It's not like there's big plans going on in my world. Who? I mean, I'm just
and
chasing shadows and kicking dreams. I don't know. Having dreams.
So, and then we're trying to do what is it? Saturdays is going to be Henry. And who else? Anybody else?
We should do a show with all of us on during the
that's
day.
what I'm saying. Like
During the
Saturday
day,
night or whatever night. Oh, you
I
want
would
to
do
do
it.
the day?
Yeah, I mean, we could do it at night. We can be both, but I would like to do one during the day too, because I think Saturdays are like wide open, And I know that some people they can't watch us during the week; they have to watch us on the weekends.
Yeah,
because like my audience, the people that watch me,
they don't have to worry about getting up.
Well, like think about it. Like some of them are teachers, and like Brad, for instance, he's back in school's back in session, so he watches us on the weekends. So, but he emailed
afternoon. That sounds like a good idea.
usually around like 11 or 1, because I know Bob Pace is on usually about that time too. That man is on twice a day for 7 days a week. Oof.
Really?
Yes, and he's like 70 years old. I love Bob. Bob's awesome. I love Bob. Bob is so awesome. I mean, he's wearing himself out, but he's awesome. Very good man. Very smart man. Him and his wife, they've been through a lot. Yeah. And they're out in California, and they had to sell their mansion to fight these people, CPS, and they were trying to get the kid to what he calls divorce them, where they were trying to, the CPS was trying to get the kid did, and divorce her parents is what they call it. That's what Bob calls it. He says that his daughter was forced to divorce her parents, like pretty much just disown them, forget about them.
Right.
I never thought about the word divorce. I thought that was pretty. I mean, that's really a kind of way just to hit home. Like it hurts, but it means it though. That's what they do. It's like they divorce us, but they're forced to do these things because they're brainwashed by these people. Daryl, what's that financial thing you called it earlier?
Here,
what is it?
What was that on the show earlier? What was it on Tip and Punisher show? What was that financial thing? What was that word you were saying that it was? The S.
Financial thing.
Like the funds. It's not Segway. I keep saying Segway. That it's not. The fun. What we were talking about with Brabson and Tiff earlier.
Monetized?
No, it's with CPS and how the funds are getting. And how the funds are
getting distributed?
Yeah.
As far as what do you mean?
What is that word?
And all that?
Yeah, you said something like escrow or something. Was it not escrow?
Oh, we were talking about the SESTA-Q?
Yes. What is it? What did you say? SESTA-Q?
SESTA-Q. That's the money that comes off of your birth certificate that they say that you have that account that when you're born and your parents give you back to the government so that now you're
what's weird is on my mom's ancestry on ancestry.com, did you know that none of them, like my Papa and them didn't have social security numbers till in the 1950s. They didn't get them
Right.
till like 1952 or 3. I thought that was. I
Right.
was
They
like,
weren't
damn.
because they weren't added on till later in life. Right.
Right.
Because they didn't need them. They weren't. There was no.
And then they were like part of a militia draft, or there was something going
Oh,
on.
really?
Like, yeah, I'll get all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I
And I'll
don't know
send.
I've never checked into with the history or the view.
I
of
can
the,
send you. I can send you the link to my family history, and you go on there and look back from like 1920 to World War II. You can see like where their addresses. It was weird, and it's like I know that segregation was really bad back then. You know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering why certain things like it where they're living is in. It's like it's categorized. It's weird, but it's on their draft cards and the everything. Like I didn't know my mom had all that stuff, but I didn't even know they didn't have socials till 1950. Yeah.
Where did John send it to? He said he sent the pictures of the mask to y'all.
Oh, he probably sent it to CPS, Frankie, Hunt and Justice email. Darren?
CPS.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys.
CPS victims. What is that?
Forged in his strength, Isaiah 54:17.
Oh, that is cool. Let me put my glasses on.
This is actually
I'm
my
getting
son.
old.
I got this for my son.
I'm getting
you wanna
old.
check it out?
I'm getting very old.
Forged in his
Yeah,
strength.
you're catching up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some kind. Look, it shows a forge.
Let me
See, a forge. Get it?
Yeah.
Well, that's an anvil.
Like, hey, that's a good thing. This just says.
Hey, and I don't think you should be holding up things that say forged in front of Danielle.
Right. That's what I went to prison for, Brenda. Shit.
Oh, geez. I still didn't even get it. No, this is like, look at it. That's forged. You see what I'm meaning? The metal.
That's a hammer and an anvil.
That's what they
Oh,
did.
okay. He said he sent them to all of us.
Forge is what they do.
Yes.
Does he have my email?
Like Danielle.
Yeah. That's
Danielle
like back
forged
I
it.
used to do. I used to do.
I'm trying to tell you.
I would do that shit for now for days.
Maybe you can look that up, sir.
What? What?
Hey, Brenda, who's got where's your Bible, Brenda? I got mine right here, Brenda. Where's yours?
You better get your Bible.
Right in my reach, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
yeah. Well, mine's already open and in my hand.
Look, she said.
Right here.
Sugar lip.
Sugar
look at that. I got the King James
She
version.
said she got
right
a look. She
Isaiah. Get it. I don't know where anything is in here though. Like
go read Psalms 119, 105. That's my favorite one.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look what I found in here, guys. That's where I put that. That was the last picture I got with Chris.
That's what that's that picture. I mean, that's the same one.
Darren, look at Darren. I'm gonna slow him down from his search.
She's got that picture. Yeah. Yep. Was that that was the one you sent me that
that was
what one is it? Isaiah what? What'd you say? Isaiah what?
Sorry, I can find my cup.
Isaiah what?
54.
Hello.
Oh,
Isaiah what?
Isaiah what?
54:17. I can't even find Isaiah. This is how bad it is.
54.
17.
17.
Yeah.
No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, said the Lord.
Amen.
Isaiah 54:17.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for it, and I just read it.
Oh wait, I found it first. I win. No weapon.
I already read it.
No weapon is formed against thee.
Oh my God.
Brenda, he already.
Listen to
Mine's
you.
painful.
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 Oh, I'm your mother. I'm going to say, shut your mouth. Every tongue that shall rise against thee in the judgment,
Hello, my name is
thou
Brenda.
shalt be condemned. And the heritage of his servants of the Lord, their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord.
Oh God, Brenda.
Yeah. Brenda, I owe you something for that. You finding it personal.
Darren, what version of Bible you got? So maybe he's got a different version.
It's called the King Darren's version.
All right. Oh, I got something circled in here in Isaiah somewhere.
Oh,
Let me see. Repair of the breach, restore the past to dwell in.
Brenda.
If thou turn away from the foot of the Sabbath.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
my friend,
Okay, John, I'm gonna go check that
Florida
out.
always she celebrates the
And I
Sabbath this Saturday. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
what? And I am watching your stuff,
I think she's right
John.
about
Those are
that.
good videos
Sabbath
that you sent.
day is Saturday, and it should be remain.
Did y'all know? John sent me some stuff on from my last show, and I was looking at it. And did you know that like what was it? They're recruiting the young. What was it? The young. It's like something about global leaders, but it's the young ones, and to get them in, like they're recruiting and like scouting these young, like I don't even know, I forgot now, John. Oh,
No,
but yeah, and it's weird because it's kind of scary if you think. It's like it has to do with the new
right now.
Oh,
my trump card was in the Bible. But listen, I do have to say one more thing about this Bible. This beautiful leather-covered Bible is what I received in prison for free. If anybody ends up there and that, you ask them, tell them you want the King James version, and it's beautiful. It's got beautiful leather.
Where did you get your King James Bible from?
Where'd you get your King James? Thank you, John. Yeah, I'm gonna keep watching. I got a lot. The other ones to watch, but that's.
Did anybody find his email, Darren?
Yes, he sent. Yes, he sent it to. Yes,
he sent all of us.
Yes, and I got it in my email, and I also got and I was talking about the video, the stuff, the links he sent me the other day. He was talking about like the world.
You wanted to come to me. Oh, you had to put my email.
Brenda's on a roll today. Dan, what did she?
These
Get off the phone with her. I didn't look. I got off the phone with her, and she look at her now. I didn't do nothing. Brenda.
What? Quit yelling at me, lady.
Brenda. She's going crazy because she don't get that day off.
I got 2 days off in a row. Hello.
Yeah, but you totally have to work Saturday.
Darren, I've got a lot of work that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take this opportunity to get caught up.
Darren, did you still? Never mind. We have to say that.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that. Yeah. About we can talk about it off the live. It was just about work, like the business thing, what we talked about.
Yeah. About us selling. Selling.
Yes. That's what I was. Yeah. What do you say? Sorry for. Oh no, you're good, John. No worries. But yeah, John. With Canada, I think it's Canada, China, all these. Damn, I don't want to sit here and give out the wrong information, but they're going around recruiting these young people to get them, like it's like they're getting ready. The kids, these teenagers or these young adults ready for like the new what is it? That new world NWO? Is it NWO or something? Like yeah, and I was watching some stuff John sent me, and it's kind of freaking scary because it goes back to like they were talking about like the ecto life and the they were talking about the ecto life and everything like that. It was just it's like they're trying to program us.
My mom was telling me about that. She had seen that. Is that the one where we talked about it on a show, correct?
Yeah.
That's where they're planning on the babies, right? And I think John led us down that direction that time.
Yes, and what John had sent me was where now what he was talking about. I have to go back because I know what I'm trying to say, but I just for some reason I can't say it. But they're going out recruiting young adults to be so they can go and like prepare them to be politicians and stuff. Like they're wanting to go ahead and fulfill this shit before it.
Well, they used to have this thing called
prepared to be politicians. Say that 3 times quick.
I know, right? That's like
they used to have this thing called the presidential classroom, where they would take the smartest juniors to seniors of every class, like 1 or 2 of them. I don't remember how the selection went, and then they would all go to Washington, one from each state.
You know, it's funny you say that down here they have it's called Who's Who Among High School Students, and you get chosen, and you could go. And I got chosen for that and got to go be, I mean, it wasn't Washington, but we had to go stay on a college campus, but we got to act like senators and House of, and like the Congress and stuff. And we actually got to, and I think it's called Girl State is what it was called. And it was like some high accomplishment that, I mean, I might ask was just chosen. I don't even know why, but hey, I went. But no, it was like talking about, it's supposed to teach about legislation and all that. And we actually put in bills like to be for the legislation to read and everything. And a girl's got hers passed. I forgot what mine was. Mine was something to do with senior citizen and the taxes on their shit.
The class president thing where they elect somebody to be the president. Chris was class president of his junior year. I remember helping him make the signs, doing that. This is where he started it all the way back.
I was in ROTC, so
I'm like, oh my god.
I was a.
But he didn't get it. He didn't make it senior year.
Yeah, the WEF, Darren, in China meeting of the new champions. That's it. The WEF, the World. What is it called? There, the World Economic Forum.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it, and that is weird. And see what, and that's what it is right there. The new champions, like they're calling, and it's like, and they reminded me of that shit, like that girl state that I went to in school. That reminded me of that, and that video it's crazy. And they have this meeting like every year, I think, or something at a certain time, and that's what they're doing. They get ready to recruit and go out and find these young global leaders for the world and for that. So it's kind of and then
if you think that that's random, you're out of your damn mind.
No, that's not.
They already know what kids are going to get.
Exactly. And that's why I was like, holy shit. And it's like, how the hell could they sit here and plot this shit like this? Like, how could they? Well, I mean, think about like my court case. Like when I was in jail, and they took me and they didn't take me to the courtroom. Everything was pre-planned. They had already had everything solved and figured out before. They thought I was just going to prison. Like, I mean, when I got out, they about shit on themselves and couldn't believe it. Like, I mean, it's crazy. But no, they had everything planned because that's when they had all new paperwork and everything because they had already had everything in. I mean, their plan was to just totally get me out of the picture altogether. They wanted me out of the picture.
Florida Highway Patrol. This is the other thing I got to pursue, guys. I'm gonna get that court hearing when I was pulled over in Sumter County. I'm gonna get it all. I want the video of this a pullover and this arrest. I would like the footage of that because I got all kinds of stuff, guys. They want to arrest me every time I turn around. Well, I about had it. And it's costing me a lot of money too. Like I have to pay for a stay in Sumter County jail for a night. I have to pay for a false charge. I'm like,
yes,
wow.
That Trump invited Mark Carney to move. Yep. And then they were supposed to be meeting sometime today or tomorrow about the Epstein files. About letting them, what do they want to let loose and what information they want to let out. And I'm
good stuff, guys.
The Epstein stuff is going to be free.
All right.
The child trafficking.
I'm gonna take my Bible and I'm heading off the air, guys.
Okay.
I'll be up though if you guys want to call me and talk to me about that after they're bringing that.
Yes. Yeah. We can go ahead and end the show.
Yes.
We can go ahead and end the show.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and end the show.
Okay. It's up to you.
Are you ready to end it, Brenda? Yeah.
Guys, make sure you please check out the forum. Check out that forum, guys. We're gonna make that the driving.
Right now, when we
We've
get
been
off.
saying all this time that we want to get a hub together to show the numbers. Well, that's the way we're gonna do it. Let's get it in that forum.
Is there a way that we can have where we can automatically just send something out to people, like a link? Of course, the link to it. Is there a link straight to just a forum?
I'm sure we can put one up there for them. Yeah,
okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Go to the forum now, assholes. Yep.
Because that'd be cool to put on my YouTube or the CPS Breaking News YouTube that they could just click on. Yeah,
I'm
and then I
down.
could put it on TikTok and
That's
everything
what
else.
I'm thinking too.
So, yeah.
Like,
Hell
I
yeah.
gotta figure out how we can
Hyperlink.
Watch.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's like a hyperlink, ain't it?
Hold on.
Let
Oh,
me
I'll start it
know
first.
how y'all like the math. Definitely will, John. I'll email you back. And then
Well, what we started on the Tiff and Punisher show was they started a room. I believe that they were supposed to. I haven't checked yet tonight. But they were starting a room because they were developing a all right, I'm gonna start the room tonight. I'll start it right now actually.
I
But
did put that video in the CPS
Danielle?
forum. What?
I wanted to say that somebody in the chat told me that you were on the Tiff and the Punisher show. I'm like, well,
I said that to you
God,
earlier, woman. I said that to you when I was cooking, brat. Because I told you about Virginia.
didn't hear you.
Virginia. Yes, you did, because I talked to you about the proposal that Virginia sent in. And I said, nope.
So I guess I was working, so I couldn't get an invite.
Woman.
Don't you start with that W word here, Brenda.
She's why? Look.
Right, here you go, guys. This here is a direct link to that forum, guys.
Yes. Y'all go check out the website, CBS Breaking News. Go post in the forum and share it out.
Just be responsible. Just be responsible, guys. Please remember, we're all on the same team here. We're all fighting. Maybe we're not all on the same team, but we're all fighting the same enemy. So just be wary of that, guys. Be respectful when you're in these forums. Don't go trash. You never know. There could be someone out there that is just breaking out of their shell to come out for the first time after being isolated for years because their kid being taken. You're gonna come out and just bust on them for something, and they're never gonna come back. That's not cool. We're supposed to be here to support each other, to stand each other up. Do all of that those good things. And let's just.
I like it when people like Ralph and Brad and them come in, like new people.
I mean? Be the model that we preach for sure.
I mean,
I'm out of here, guys. Have a good night, and I'll catch you both later on.
Okay.
And you guys, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Tiff and Punisher show tomorrow night, 7:15-ish here.
Yep.
15-ish.
Was I invited?
Brenda, she's off tomorrow, so she'll try to come on.
I'm gonna be there.
Well, she's gonna hold me to that, Darren. She will. So y'all be waiting. She'll be on there. I promise. She'll be like, Danielle, I need that link.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm just excited enough is that we got this thing going on with the website, and also that y'all came in at the end of my show, and I appreciate it because that way I'm not talking here all by myself. And I appreciate
that's why
chat as well with all his info. And wait a minute, we didn't even catch up with all the chats, but he said he had something happen to me like it was paranormal. I believe it was from God.
Darren's got to go, girls.
You guys, wait, one more thing.
Darren's gotta,
all right, here we go. We're leaving. All right, bye-bye, guys.
No, he said
bye-bye.
Bye. He wanted me to know. Okay.
I'll play a song.
Okay. Bye, John. Have a good night. And I'll be in touch.
Be in touch. Touch. Yep. Let's see here.
This is a story about a family who is no longer a sad journey that was done on purpose. Believe the words I say, here is the truth. Let's just pray it never happens to you. You knock on the door, you freeze in peril. You look around and there's nothing available. Panic, you scream, you run in circles, and knock on the door. You look outside, the cars on the road, the police on the yard waiting. Your life is changing so fast, looking out the window. In just a moment, things will turn black. Prepare for the next part, it's real sad. Nothing gonna tell. They say hello, sir. We need your dollar. I tell them no. They say you wanna give her to us now. I tell them no way, go away, never come back. They answer with force and pin you down. They search all the rooms and look around. They find your baby girl. They tell me we got her. Now your family is torn apart, pleading your innocence from the start. Nobody listens, nobody cares. All you're left with is empty stairs. The house is empty, no love to be felt. They grabbed your baby, it's a feeling you never felt. You fight so hard to have her return. All they do is torture you, are feeling like burn. You do what they say, it's under question. They just keep telling you that you need lessons. You're not worthy of being a father. We don't want you to see your daughter. We don't know what you have done, but we'll say you're guilty. This has begun. We are taking your heart, your soul. You'll be alone now as you grow old. You are on the way to die. No one will be there to cry. All by yourself, you can't do a thing. No one wants you around. No one believes you did nothing wrong. You gave your best fight. There was nothing you could do. I'll always remember the lonely December. You took my heart out for nothing. There was no reason for what was done. No one listened, not a one. As I lay dying on this bed, visions are you running through my head. I'm sorry for nothing. I didn't do enough. I thought about you always. I didn't do enough. One day I'll be with you again, living in a world that you are in. Maybe that time I'll do it right. I'll be able to say goodnight. But for now, this life is over. There will be no more pain.